What's up, YouTube people? So another video as promised. Welcome everybody. My name is Cliff. If you are new to the channel, thank you for joining me. Thank you for all the support. Thank you for the patience that most of you have had with me over the years. I've been doing this for a minute. The original gunplay channel. Yes, ladies. But anyways, I had a cop and I was gonna do my room is a mess as always, but I was gonna do a cop video for you guys of a new firearm pickup, and I was pretty excited about the pickup, and I'm just making myself a place to sit here, get comfortable. So let me turn this around just a little bit, sorry. So the video that I was going to make was, where's my tracking at, man? It ain't working. Y'all don't get the super cool follow. Hold on. There we go. Now we in business. All right. So the video I was gonna make was gonna be a cop video. That didn't happen because I was super excited about getting this firearm. Once I got it, again, don't meet your heroes. I was disappointed. All right, so you know, I've spoke about my history with this firearm, right? It's got snap caps in it. Let me just, for the sake, there's a snap cap. I don't know if you guys know, but I had a bad experience with a hammer firearm, dry firing it. And what happened was always dropping a hammer on the firing pin. I ended up breaking a firing pin in a CZP09, and the armorer had told me that sometimes hammer firearms, it's a good idea to just use snap caps. So I've always used snap caps in there. So it's a snap cap loaded, safe direction, boom. And so a couple of these firearms have snap caps in it, and any that have been safety checked with that is usually an EDC is empty. So now that I said that and got it all out, don't slam me in the comments if I flag the camera, if I handle a firearm without checking it on. Anyways, we're good. So what ended up happening is I bought 4 of these. This is the 4th one, the 4th Springfield Prodigy. Had problems with all the other ones. I kept giving Springfield a try. The first gun that I gave Springfield a try on and was pleasantly surprised was the Hellcat. Again, the Hellcat. And this is the Hellcat comp. I really like this one. The only problem I had with the original Hellcat was the stippling. When you EDC carry it, it was pretty rough, and it would actually kind of rub up against my belly. So I found a fix for that. So I wanted to get another Hellcat, and I ended up with this one when it came out. Love this gun, no problems about this gun, no issues with this gun. This gun is awesome. Don't let anybody tell you different. So this is my EDC. So this is my second reach back into Springfield. If you go to my Instagram account, I have Springfields way back in the day. My favorite Springfield is the Springfield Operator. I've had 2 of those since being in Virginia. I always let them go. The reason why I let the last one go, because I was doing a deal to get a Springfield Operator. It was called the Smooth Operator. It's the one with the threaded barrel. That fell through, never got it, sold the gun already. So now I'm in the market to get another Operator. If I come across one, trust me, I'm copping that. Anyways, digress. So I gave Springfield a chance again with this Prodigy. I like it. I've been pleasantly surprised. So now I have 2 Springfield firearms, and I was like, you know what? Do I dare go back to the well and pick up the polymer striker fire Echelon? And that gun has been out for a while. I've handled it. When they came out with the comp version, because you know I don't like range toys, I was thinking about reaching around grabbing that, but I keep remembering my experiences with the XD series and XDM line of firearms from Springfield. Never had any good luck with them. They felt like trash. They were really weird. I mean, they came out with the XD. They came out with it again when they were doing the the tactical line or whatever, and that looked okay, but I was already stung by Springfield, so I wasn't gonna give them a try. The Helion came out. I went there, got that, did that, been there, done that, got rid of that. It seemed gimmicky to me. If I wanted a bullpup, Tavor, something like that, I would actually stick with those. But I ended up not liking that one either. So fast forward into about 2 weeks ago, I decided to reach back to Springfield and cop a Helion. And this is the Helion comp. I couldn't find the comp, what is the short one? It escapes me. The little guy. What is that damn gun called when it's the shorter version? Because this is a comp, but they're calling that a comp too, 4.0 or whatever. Anyways, if I could have found that one, I would have gave that one a try. But this one was the only one in the case, and it's been a while since I've seen Echelons in my local FFLs. So there was something to be said about it. People were grabbing them and copping them up, and you know, of course, everybody's always trying to match this guy. You know, the Glock 19. Everybody is like, every time one of these come out, oh, it's a Glock killer. I don't say those things. I mean, every gun has its purpose, and at the end of the day, why do I need this many, right? 1, 2, 3 guns should be a good, you know, shotgun, handgun, rifle, maybe a bolt action. That's all you need. So at the end of the day, it's all about copping, flexing, all of that stuff. I do use quite a bit of these, but a lot of these are just guns that I cop because I hooked them up in Call of Duty and I loved them, and I just wanted the real one on my wall so I can look at it. I mean, this bitch right here. This right here is unnecessary. It's Call of Duty, that'll get you every time, right? So anyways, reach back, grab this one, and I'm not gonna talk about the performance of it because it goes bang. Everybody talks about how flat it is. I don't know. When you start shooting this gun in staccatos, it's relative. To me, this gun shoots just as flat as this one. I'm not even gonna go there. That's another story. My disappointment comes with Springfield as a company. A lot of these companies that are coming out with these trigger control modules, or this one's called a COG. You know, SIG has their control module they come out. Or Ruger just came out with one. All of them that come out with those, they're missing a mark. They're missing a good opportunity. Hear me out. When Springfield came out with the Echelon, the next gun they should have came out with was the comp, the short one, I don't know what the fuck that damn gun is called, the comp version, not this comp port. You know, we'll just call this the chunk port, and then, you know, the comp 4.0, whatever they're calling the short Springfield. I'm having a brain fart. I just can't think of the name of that firearm. Anyways, they should have came out with the original Echelon and then the 4.0 Echelon. And then everything else should have been parts kits in between. They could have sold the slide as an upgrade. They could have sold the frames, everything that is within between that gun, the original Echelon and the 4.0. Everything in between should have been parts. I mean, they should have flooded us with parts kits. SIG has taken forever. I mean, you can go out, you can grab a whole bunch of stuff for SIGs right now, but usually it's a lot of aftermarket parts for the, you know, 320 and the 365. There's a market to be had for a company that will allow you to just buy your original gun once, or even just buy the fire control group by itself and build your own pistol out to whatever you want. Offer all the parts to the market all at once. It'll save them a lot of money and labor when it comes to putting a gun together to put on the market itself. They could have cornered the market, sold these parts for a reasonable price, and let somebody build these guns up just like they do AR-15s. I got a buddy, he's about to start, you know, getting into the AR-15. He don't know how to build one, so he was gonna go buy one. He was like, hey, what gun should I buy? And I was like, there's a lot you can buy. You can spend your money on just about anything. You can go high end, you can go low end. Most people jump into the low pool. But by the time they get finished upgrading that, They're unhappy at the money they spent on it, and they say, oh, I could have bought a Daniel Defense, I could have bought a Radiant, I could have bought, you know, whatever, LWRC. Yeah, you could have. Or you could have just bought your upper and your lower and built the piss out of your firearm. That way you know what you're building and you get what you want. And you don't end up with a room full of parts. Enough to build 3 more AR-15s because of all the takeoffs you took off. You know what happens to takeoff parts that you take off your gun? You end up building another cheap-ass AR platform from the takeoff parts that you're gonna spend money upgrading again, and the takeoff part's gonna go back into takeoff bin. It's a trap. Don't fall into it. Anyways, they missed the mark. They could have easily just came out with a fire control group by itself, the serialized part. You go buy that, spend, I don't know what, $200 on that serialized part, and then put all the parts out there so that it's not run of the mill. I have a hard time trying to make this my own. So guess what? I gotta go out and I gotta, you know, do Cerakoting and all of that stuff to this firearm, you know, just to have it set apart from everything else. But what if they offered everything? Like, what if they offered, instead of a chunk, you know, offer the chunk too, but then offered a ported version, you know, with a slide that's cut with the ports in the barrel, offered a cut down frame that would match to a longer slide, you know, a shorter grip, you know, with a full size slide, you know, options, just a whole bunch of them. And the market will be going in circles for the next 3 years with all of the different variants of the parts that they could have built their own firearms with. And you would have seen everybody, you know, coming out with YouTube videos, just showing off what they did to their firearms. Instead, you're getting a bunch of echelons, and every, you know, 4, 5, 6 months, they come out with a new version and they make you buy the full gun. The person that bought the first echelon, it's very slim chance he's gonna buy this one. So they just cut themselves off at the knees there. The person that buys that comp version probably won't reach around to go grab the full size. But if you offered all of the parts all at once, just flood the market with all your parts, stop spending the money and the labor it took to put these guns together, and start spending the labor you know, into making and manufacturing all of the parts. And then go into these FFLs and say, hey, put up this tower. I need you to, instead of me sending you this firearm, I'm gonna send you this display and all the parts that you can fill it with. That way we can have our parts accessible to the masses so that they can build their own firearms. Like, leave your place. Me and you go buy a Springfield Fire Control Group, and we both leave that FFL with 2 different guns. I mean, damn, they missed the mark, man. Maybe I should go into firearm building and marketing, and maybe I won't post this video. Deuces.